How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be debuting Carlos Correa, face of the franchise, Carlos Santana, face of the franchise, as well as the Signature Series John Franco. But the second part of this event has been released, although the rewards are still the same. So if you already have 80 to 100 wins in this event, or 50 or so, then you can still complete the remaining portion, or you might not have any further rewards to earn. So it's kind of interesting, but this is still the part 1 of the event. This is on All-Star difficulty. Part 2 will be played on Hall of Fame, so that's the main difference there. This opponent just quit after the first inning of his at-bat. He just decided to quit. I've never really seen that before. We'll go ahead and hop into another one, trying out Sixto Sanchez. Once again, the prospect version of Sixto Sanchez. He gives up a home run to Gleyber Torres. That card is absolutely amazing. Gleyber Torres, anytime you throw a pitch in the lower part of the zone, directly middle of the strike zone, that is the worst pitch you can possibly throw in the game, in my opinion, because all they have to do is just drop their PCI and hit it perfectly, and it's a home run just about every time. Right here, I just missed this one with Joey Gallo, but Carlos Correa does go deep. So far, I have completed 10 of the Faces of the Franchise Diamonds. I've completed 10 of those Affinities, and for the most part, I've completed them up to the 70 fan portion of those Team Affinities. I'm ready for the next wave of them, but anyway, Juan Soto goes deep. That card is really good. We end up losing this game, though, on a walk-off home run. Taylor Rogers is in the game. I figured I would still use him rather than the lefty John Franco. I decided to pick him up because I feel like he has a good repertoire. Talked a little bit about him in my previous video, and he's the recent headliner released into the game as well. But I was checking out some of the comments. I was talking about how I didn't really want to use Carlos Correa because he's kind of a cheater, and I was checking out some of the comments, and I know that that happened in 2017, and I also understand that cheating has been going on within baseball throughout history for plenty of years since baseball was created. But the fact that it was just technological based, and the fact that they kind of just straight up denied it rather than just coming out and apologizing and just denied the whole thing, the way that Major League Baseball handled it, I just view some of those players differently. I've always really liked watching Carlos Correa and Jose Altuve play. Two of those guys have been two of my favorite players in the MLB. And it's not like they beat, my team, my favorite team, which is the Yankees or anything like that. I'm a fan of the Tigers and the Diamondbacks. I'm really a fan of each and every MLB team. I'm just a fan of baseball in general. And anytime there's negative comments made towards baseball, or baseball gets a bad look in that sense, then I do have, I have my own opinion. I also understand everybody else's opinion, and I understand, some people are going to be against the cheaters, and some people are going to be okay with it in some ways. And I understand. I mean, there's been cheating in baseball throughout plenty of years, and it's a very controversial subject. So anyway, I wanted to try the card out in the video game because I know that Carlos Correa has always been really good in MLB The Show. He's gone deep in this video. He's gotten a couple opportunities, and so far I've been hitting pretty well with him. A few hits and a few at-bats. Here Reggie Jackson's going to completely miss this ball. So he does make some great defensive plays every now and then, but Reggie Jackson's a liability out there. Carlos Correa is a little bit better than Gleyber Torres at second base. That's mainly the reason why I wanted to try him out. As well as I'll be able to use all of these Faces of the Franchise Diamonds in this this most recent event. So the one that just released today, where you can use flashbacks and live series players, you better believe I'm going to go with a team of all Face of the Franchise Diamonds. I also saw some of that feedback in the comments. I wanted to let you guys know that I always try and read all of the comments. I am extremely busy, and I also try to respond to as many of those comments as I can, but I'm also working on some online courses. I'm a special education teacher, so I've been focusing on that with everything going on in the world today's day and age. I'm trying to focus on my personal life as well as making sure that I'm on top of everything, and I've recently earned an extension on my contract, an extended contract through 2021, so that's also really nice for me as well. So I'm trying to upload and play this game as much as I can, but I also have a lot of other things going on, so to keep that in mind when people are asking for live streams. I do want to live stream, I want to play, and right now I've just been focused on making as many videos as possible. Sometimes the best way for me to kind of just relax and escape all that stuff is to just sit down, relax, play some games, and eventually I will go ahead and return on those live streams over on Twitch. I just want to make sure that when I do so, I'm able to stream more consistently. I've been pretty inconsistent throughout my last few times going at it. I've just had a lot of changes going on in my life. But I wanted to show you guys this play by Reggie Jackson. Look at Reggie Jackson making an R1 leaping grab at the wall. That ball is absolutely crushed. I'm also debuting John Franco right here. He's 13 pitches in. He was the pitcher that gave up that moonshot to the wall. But I do want to say that I'm not sure if the event is the best way, or 3-inning games, shortened games that are not 9 innings in length, are the best way to test pitchers, simply because of the energy, the stamina meter. He's in the red range, and luckily I'm able to get this out facing Torrey Hunter. But at this point, anybody that hits the ball it's gonna be very tough to strike people out. It's gonna be extremely high exit velocities whenever you have no energy, and luckily the confidence was up. Anyway, we'll go ahead and hop into another game. Eddie Matthews hits a fly ball out of the strike zone, above the strike zone, hits it to the wall. Was unable to capitalize in that last inning, but Joey Gallo's going deep. I really enjoyed playing this event, just trying to learn the game a little bit, learn the game mechanics. After making World Series, I kind of just wanted to just relax, play some events, and play these shortened games, try and use a lot of different players, test out some guys. I tried to unlock some cards along the way. I've tried to earn that Felix Hernandez. I've been able to pull a few diamonds out of some packs, and that last guy ended up quitting right after that second home run. Here we're in the third inning, down to our last couple of outs, looking to tie the game up. And Carlos Santana goes deep, so I'm also debuting that card. I recently picked him up. He's done really well against me. Even the gold version seems like he plays above his stats. But here's another diamond. My fourth diamond pulled out of a pack. Another free pack by going through the XP reward path. I unlocked 5 packs. It might have been through the event as well. I'm not quite sure. But as I keep moving up, playing the game, I keep pulling free diamonds. This is the best pack luck I've had throughout the my entire career of MLB The Show. I have never pulled 4 diamonds this early, and some of those diamonds have been really good. Mike Trout, Ronald Acuna, some of the best diamonds that you can pack in the game, as well as postseason Johnny Bench, that JT Realmuto that you just saw, and then I also got Matt Chapman as an after-game reward by playing a game of Ranked Seasons. So not only did I win the game of Ranked Seasons, after the game I got another 20k stubs by getting Matt Chapman. But anyway, we're up by a couple of runs here. This opponent just quits in the middle of the at-bat. Still has 6 outs remaining. Could easily score, 4 or 5 runs. Against my pitching, could be more than that. You never know. But Carlos Correa, once again, a really good card in this game. 60-something vision. He has 90 power, 99 contact against lefties, and mid-70s power against lefties, which is really good. I know Tatis is kind of similar in stats, but might not have as much contact. Carlos Correa might not have as much contact as Tatis, but he does have a little bit more vision, so that might help him. But there we get a double play. That was kind of an interesting play. Carlos Santana up once again, hitting pretty well with him. Few home runs. I think I've already debuted him in some gameplay, maybe at the end of a video. I try to just mash together a bunch of these clips from playing in this event and create some highlight tapes. Aroldis Chapman is another lefty that I'm using in my bullpen. I'm kind of using Taylor Rogers, John Franco, and Aroldis Chapman. Those are my 3 guys. I like using those guys because they all have a different mix, and there aren't that many lefties in the game as of right now, lefties in general. But there will be an Amir Garrett, 85 overall diamond, Tops Now. It's kind of like a Tops Now card. It's from the player tournament that he ended up winning when he was matching up against a few MLB pros like Blake Snell. I know Amir Garrett was in there, a couple other guys as well. Trevor May, and one other. I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but Amir Garrett ended up winning the tournament, and it was really cool because they all had a 99 version of their card in the game, and they were able to use that card for just that one day. But then SDS decided to release an 85 diamond of Amir Garrett, relief pitcher, and that's a solid card. I'm glad that he won because that's a solid left-handed reliever that we can have along with John Franco, along with Chapman, along with Hader, different guys that we see this early in the game cycle. I know I've seen Billy Wagner a few times as well, but for the most part, it's nice to have some of those cards available. Anyway, we get the win here. I'm looking at 38 wins on this screen. I was able to unlock that Felix Hernandez, but I wanted to show you that there aren't any further rewards. It's still the same rewards from the Part 1 event, which I was kind of confused on, but at least they're releasing another diamond into the game, Amir Garrett, so that's pretty cool. Here are the rules once again for that event. That's the Part 2. That's released into the game right now. You can play that. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.